Peeling boiled eggs when the shell sticks tightly to the white, tearing it to shreds and leaving the yolk dry and hard. It's so frustrating and a total waste of effort. Welcome to Easy Tricks. Today, I'm going to show you the 5-star restaurant steaming method that gives you silky smooth, perfectly evenly cooked eggs that peel effortlessly while keeping their beautiful shape intact. With just a few simple steps, you'll turn an ordinary egg into a masterpiece on your plate. Let's get started. Before we start cooking, let me share a little tip that I always use myself. If you hold an egg up to a strong light like a flashlight or your phone's flash, you can clearly see how fresh it is. A fresh egg will have the yolk sitting right in the center, with a clear, firm white surrounding it. But if the yolk looks loose, blurry, or even watery, that egg is past its prime. And when you boil it, freshness makes a huge difference. It cooks more evenly, tastes better, and peels so much more easily. First, fill a bowl with water. Add a teaspoon of baking soda and a little salt. Stir well, then place the eggs in the bowl. Even though eggs might look clean on the outside, remember that when a hen lays an egg, it comes out through the same passage as waste. Tiny bits of dirt, feathers, or even harmful bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella can still be lingering on the shell. Let them soak for about 5 minutes. Baking soda helps loosen dirt and grime, while salt acts as a natural disinfectant and cleans effectively. Once they've soaked long enough, gently wipe the eggs clean with a towel or paper towel and set them on a plate. While I'm showing you this steaming method, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? If you're finding this tip helpful, please hit that follow button right now so the video doesn't get lost in your feed and you won't miss the next amazing cooking hacks. Now that the eggs are clean and ready, let's move on to the actual cooking method. Instead of dropping them straight into boiling water, which often causes cracking, leaking whites, and a rubbery texture, we're going to use the steaming technique that many hotels and high-end restaurants swear by. First, pour about 1 liter of water into the pot and stir in a small teaspoon of salt. The salt slightly raises the boiling point of the water, helping the eggs cook more evenly. Next, place a steaming rack or steamer basket over the pot and arrange the eggs on it. This way, the eggs are surrounded only by steam. For an extra trick to make peeling easier, put a small heat-proof bowl in the center of the pot or directly into the water. Add about 1-2 tablespoons of vinegar and a pinch of salt to the bowl, then stir until the salt dissolves. These 2 ingredients help the shell separate from the white much more easily. Later, the shell will practically slide off with just a gentle tap. Turn the heat to high and bring the water to a rolling boil. When steaming eggs, the gentle heat from the steam warms them gradually. You don't have to worry about whether to start in cold or hot water. This method prevents the shells from cracking due to sudden temperature changes. Steamed eggs without needing to measure the water amount or worry about the stove level. Just let the steam do the work. Once the water boils, reduce to medium heat and continue cooking. For soft-boiled eggs, runny yolk, steam for 6 minutes. For fully hard-boiled eggs, steam for 12 minutes. The timing may vary slightly depending on the number of eggs. If the eggs are cooked for too long, a chemical reaction occurs inside, causing the eggs to become less tasty, dry, and harder to digest. After the time is up, lift the lid. You'll immediately notice a pleasant, clean egg aroma with no fishy smell at all. Don't rush to peel the eggs right away. They'll be scorching hot, hard to handle, and the shell will still stick. Instead, have a bowl of cold water ready. As soon as you take the eggs out of the steamer, drop them straight into the cold water. This sudden temperature shock makes the egg white shrink slightly and pull away from the shell, creating a small gap that makes peeling incredibly easy. Leave the eggs in the cold water until they're completely cool to the touch. Now try peeling the 6-minute or 12-minute eggs. You'll see the magic. Lightly tap the egg all around with the back of a knife or spoon. Start peeling along the cracks, and you'll find the shell comes off in big pieces without tearing or gouging the white at all. Now comes the best part. Admire your masterpiece. Once the shell is off, you'll see how smooth, silky, and flawless the egg white is. It holds its perfect oval shape, feels slightly bouncy to the touch, and has no cracks or rough edges. For the remaining eggs, just tap gently along the length of the egg and keep peeling. The shell will slide right off effortlessly. Now that the eggs are perfectly peeled and neatly arranged on a plate, let's move on to the part everyone loves: how to cut them beautifully, cleanly, and with true restaurant-level professionalism. Have you ever tried slicing a boiled egg with a spring? It sounds weird, but the result is incredible. Simply place the peeled egg on a flat surface. Position a clean metal spring, like the kind from an old pen or a small slinky, right in the middle. Then gently press down and release. The white and yolk separate cleanly, no crumbling, no mess. Next, try slicing the egg with sewing thread or dental floss. It might sound surprising, but this method is incredibly elegant. The technique is similar to the spring method. Hold the thread taut, place it where you want the cut, and pull it straight through. The thread glides smoothly through the egg, giving you a perfectly clean, mirror-like slice. You can cut the egg in half, into thirds, or into thin rounds. Just adjust the angle and pull. And finally, here's a super cute trick to turn a plain egg into a delicate flower shape using nothing but plastic wrap and a few skewers, toothpicks. Right after peeling, while the egg is still slightly warm, place it on a piece of plastic wrap. Cover it with another layer of wrap. Then gently press skewers or toothpicks lengthwise around the egg to create evenly spaced indentations like flower petals. Carefully gather and twist the plastic wrap to hold everything in place. Then let the egg cool completely. A few minutes in the fridge helps. When you unwrap it, your round egg has transformed into a beautiful white flower with perfectly symmetrical petals. Slice it in half, and the bright yellow yolk becomes the stunning center like a real flower's stamen. This simple trick instantly turns an ordinary boiled egg into a vibrant, eye-catching decoration, perfect for topping salads, packing into bento boxes, or making any family meal look extra special. Just from a single egg, we can create so much more than just one dish. It's all about that little touch of elegance, care, and the quiet joy that happens in the kitchen. If these tips have made cooking feel easier and more enjoyable for you, please give this video a like and drop a comment below. And don't forget to hit follow or subscribe so we can keep exploring surprising new tricks with everyday ingredients together. See you in the next one.